Hi, this is Jim Seimas.
And Andrew Matheson for double coverage. Week 3, Saturday preview. We got a whole slate of games. I'm not gonna say how many because I forgot. It's 4?
Yeah.
Okay, it's 4 games.
It is.
If we do 5, I apologize.
No problem.
Let's get right to it.
Okay.
Aragon. Undefeated Aragon.
Yes, they are.
Coming down to Scotts Valley.
From luxurious San Mateo.
Luxurious San Mateo.
To put a hurting on with their Samoan boys.
Sure.
Yeah, they're pretty big kids, right?
I would imagine.
Yeah. It seems like they're always pretty big at that school.
Take on the Falcons. Big winners, of course, last week over the Kings Academy, 35-7. San Mateo, like I said, Aragon 3-0.
Yes.
Although their teams, the 3 teams they've beaten are Lincoln, Jefferson, El Camino. El Camino, the only team with an actual win.
Yeah, El Camino's actually okay.
Yeah.
But the other two, I'm not really sold as great wins.
No. Combined record right now, 2-6 for those 3 teams. So there you go.
Yeah.
I mean, not 3-0, but
typically
not you can read into it, obviously.
Yeah, typically Aragon's been a smash mouth team, but Scotts Valley's been winning in the trenches.
Sure.
And they've been doing good there. I mean, even when their big back in Remberg, Jake Remberg, went out last week, they still got it done.
Yeah, Willie Johnson, a career high 213 yards.
Definitely. And they can pass a little too.
Yeah.
So with Jake Lobo. But I just like the way the Falcons play defense at home, the fact that they're playing at home.
Yeah.
And, whether they have Remberg or not, I don't care. I do care. I wish him back and a healthy recovery, but I think Scotts Valley.
You don't think it's going to matter?
Yeah, I really don't think it'll play a factor.
I don't think it is either. It's worth noting that Aragon's quarterback is Nat Blood.
Nice.
I have no idea if he's good, but he sounds good.
Another cool football name.
Yeah. But like you, I like Scotts Valley as well, playing at home, playing on their field, which they enjoy and nobody else does, I don't think, including the reporters. Yeah. We won't get into that. But I like Falcons. You like Falcons?
I like the Falcons.
We like the Falcons. Next up on the schedule, RLS. No, wait, I keep saying RLS. It's Stevenson. Excuse me. Big winners last week over Harbor. Their only win this year. Their only game this year.
Yeah.
Taking on St. Francis, everybody's favorite independent team, at a rare home game at St. Francis, 2 p.m. The last remaining undefeated team in Santa Cruz County. The pride of Santa Cruz County.
I gave him my code. That was code for sign language for
too legit to quit.
Our hearing impaired audience. That St. Francis is 3-0. They are good. They're good, and they're going to be 4-0.
Ooh, I like what you did there.
Yeah, that's called. Nah, it's not transition. Not a good one. But anyway, I like St. Francis. I love St. Francis. After not choosing them last week in San Francisco.
Way to go. We were both idiots.
Yeah, I'm not saying that they're world beaters because they beat the Balboa team, but I'm just saying they beat a good team.
Yeah.
And so I'm liking them to do the same thing against Stevenson. Why not?
I tried to make a 2-hour drive to San Francisco as a negative last week. That was stupid.
I wanted to actually see that game last week. It seemed like a ton of fun.
Yeah. Right now, Garrett Saucedo, Nick Ciandro show. More or less.
Yeah.
Not that they're a 2-man team, but Garrett Saucedo right now on pace to break the scoring record at St. Francis, held by
his brother
Zach, which would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
But let's not look too far ahead.
Yeah, that's a long ways away.
And the name you got to watch out for Stevenson is Drew Miller. Last week against Harbor, he kicked a 26-yard field goal. He returned a punt 60 yards to the pay dirt. He returned a kickoff 85 yards to pay dirt. And he ran the ball 20-some-odd times, 184 yards.
Yeah.
And he didn't even score a touchdown.
But St. Francis is no Harbor, right?
Sure. We don't know.
We don't know.
But you like the Sharks?
I do like the Sharks.
I like the Sharks playing at home. All that time not driving to San Francisco. I think they're going to win.
That's right. Sharks, chomp away.
Next up, our final high school game on Saturday. The Watsonville Wildcats 1-2, visiting Felton. Taking on the San Lorenzo Valley Cougars. This is the 34th meeting between these two teams, but there's no cool name. The Cat Bowl?
Yeah.
How about that?
The Claw Bowl.
The Claw Bowl.
Yeah.
Cat Bowl? Claw Bowl.
We'll figure it out. We'll come up with a real doozy in the lead of our story.
Yeah, because Cat and Claw are really good options so far.
What is this, 1970s journalism?
SLV, of course, 18-13-2 in all time. They've won 3 in a row against Watsonville.
How are they going to do this year?
And 5 of the last 6. It's going to be tough. Just because SLV is so young and right now a little banged up. Running back Nate Gentry, of course, like we reported last week, is out for the season with a collarbone injury. He was their leading rusher.
Yeah.
Shell Johnson, though, has stepped up. He had a pretty solid game last week. And he's only one of few returners, though. He had 98 yards rushing last week.
Yeah, they've scored, 7 points in the past 2 games?
Sure.
So that offense needs to find some sort of rhythm.
Yeah.
And I like the way Watsonville plays defense, though. And I think they could, after facing an Aptos team that torched them for 57 points.
Do you like how they play defense?
I like how Watsonville plays defense and how they should play defense against this SLV team.
Can you kind of explain that a little bit?
Well, I'm just saying that there's such trickery behind. They swarmed to the ball. Yeah. And it's not like they did a poor job against Aptos. Aptos is just good enough to get 6 to 8 yards of carry. Okay. You know, they win it up front with the line and just some of their speed.
Sure.
So I just didn't see, I mean, I've seen a lot worse tackling teams out there. And this Watsonville team is not one of them, you know?
Okay. So, Watsonville only has won twice since 1995 against SLV. 2009, 2003, and...
They were the team that ended the winning streak for SLV.
Sure.
Yeah.
So you like them in 2013?
I like them in 2013.
So do I.
Nice. I see what you did there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go Wildcats.
2 teams looking for their first win. Mendocino, 0-3, traveling the 18.5 hours down Highway 1.
You know, if someone's going to take you serious and really think it's 18.5 hours.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe they won't go to Mendocino then.
Coming there, driving to Washington, then backtracking to get here in 18.5 hours, and they're going to be exhausted.
Taking on Cabrillo College, 0-2, 7 p.m. Saturday night. Last year, Cabrillo hasn't started 0-3 since 2005.
Nice.
They were in the same position last year, 0-2. They drove 18 hours north to Mendocino and won.
They watched 2 4-hour movies and won. Big win for them last year.
Yeah.
Big win for them this year.
Oh!
Yeah. No, I just, seriously, Mendocino has played 2 good teams. They're 0-3, but they, a tough loss to Santa Rosa, a tough loss to Huntnell. But I cannot forgive a loss to West Valley College, my alma mater.
Stay true to your school.
Yeah, well, I can't. Never had a good football program.
They're shut out to your alma mater 16-0. Apparently you're...
Inexcusable.
Cabrillo, though, has yet to score an offensive touchdown in 2 games. They have a field goal. They have a defensive touchdown. They have issues at quarterback, obviously, with a lot of it. Starting quarterback Lucas Romanski was injured last week. Yeah. Brandon Lane filled in for him. But they also saw a little action with 2 other guys,
You know what? They may not have a touchdown, but they definitely have the receiving personnel to score many touchdowns.
Such as?
Kyle Heskett.
Look at that.
Yoshio Hasagawa and John Moore. Those guys impressed the heck out of me last week. Super glue hands.
John. You can't go wrong.
No, Brandon Lane was, throwing some floaters a little bit over the middle, hanging these guys up, and they went up and got it and took some hits for it.
Okay.
But I was impressed by the stick-to-itiveness of those receivers.
I love that non-word.
Yeah, well,
First week, though, for Lane.
Yeah.
So, obviously...
Yeah, he's only going to get better.
Builds a chemistry in the future, obviously.
He's going to get her done this weekend.
You like Cabrillo?
I like Cabrillo.
I don't like Mendocino making the 18.5-hour drive down south, so I'm going to go with the Seahawks.
We are now in the part of the show where we beg and plead with you. Andrew?
Yes.
Tell them what we have to offer them.
We have a Facebook page.
Yes, we do. Please click like. We're very close to
100.
Yeah.
And if you're the 100th like, you won't get anything special.
No, not a single prize. It's just happiness.
You might sleep better at night.
The gift of joy.
Knowing you're the 100th person.
Yeah.
To like our page.
Follow us on Twitter. Nice. Right down there.
There you go. And we have a Google app.
Yes, we do.
It's at the Google Play Store. I think that's what it's called. I don't have Android. I have an Apple. It's on iOS as well. And you should get that one because it's really cool and you get push notifications.
And tell all your friends about these videos, which run 3 times a week.
Yeah.
We're getting the view count up there. We're becoming almost as popular as Justin Bieber.
And Miley Cyrus combined.
Yes. So, help us get there, okay?
Don't make us twerk.
And check out all our coverage on SantaCruzSentinel.com/football. Nice bit.
Thank you. See you next week.